Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and the day in which I have uploaded my last PvP video to this channel has come to pass. For months now, I've been talking about, it's like PvP has sort of been going in the wrong direction for quite some time, and they've made a couple good changes over the years, like, getting rid of burst healing, sort of banning mana burn and supernova. That was a good idea, but they've been sort of outweighed by a lot of changes that I guess have, I'm trying to think of like a better way to say, have made the game worse, because that is kind of what's happened. And overall what's happened is the game has become less fun to play, and me personally, I am a firm believer in the fact that video games, the word games right there, that means something should be fun. And if I'm not having fun doing PvP, which, I mean, like I've been saying, I haven't for quite some time at this point, like why should I keep playing it and uploading it? And that's sort of, yeah. So for months, like I said, I've been talking about quitting at some point in 2025, and then it was about mid-December when I decided it was going to be at the end of January. And well, as you watch this, it is February 1st, so that means y'all know what time it is. And yeah, I have to say, I don't really know where to go from here, just with the channel, because PvP has been the main overall focus of it for quite some time. Really since, like, I came back to this channel in September of 23, because I wanted to, like, get ready and try and do PvP on the channel and just become another PvP channel, give y'all something to watch. And that's what I did for a while. The problem was, I just sort of, back in the day, right, and I've talked about this before, it's like back in 2020, that was the peak of WizPev, y'all have heard me say that, and it was really, really fun back in those days, but now it's all about, it's like, and I mentioned this too, today, more than ever, the game is about, and matches just in general are decided by what school you decided to play on that day versus the opponent. And, like, I guess, like matches are typically determined when both players load into the arena rather than when one makes a good play. It's like, that can still happen sometimes, but in the match that you're seeing on your screen right now, I went against a Death Wizard. I loaded into that match, I saw my opponent was a Death, and I knew that I won. And, of course, there are things that Death Wizards can do these days, which can narrow down the margin, but if they're not... like, I won this match when I loaded in, and I knew that I did because this matchup favors Ice. Admittedly not by a ton, and not nearly as much as some other matchups favor one school over another, but it's like I knew that this matchup, like, as long as I didn't generationally throw, I won the game. So yeah, I mean, you kind of get that, and there's just a lot of matchups where it's like it can be somewhat fun if you're winning, but like y'all saw this past week, Wednesday's video, I went against a Life on my Ice, and I won that match, but the whole time I was on edge. It's like I was trying to pull for my threefold Fever cards from my side deck, and I was pulling them, but they were getting countered for 2 pips by the Purge card, and that basically just meant I couldn't mitigate my opponent's healing in that match if it were to happen. And my opponent that game didn't really heal too much, I didn't use any Giga Heals, which is the only reason why I won, because if they did, then, like, I probably would have fled, because that matchup, it's pretty unwinnable, and I knew this going in. I was pretty miserable throughout the whole game. And then on Friday, I went against the Death Wizard, who was just, like, spamming minus 60 weaknesses, a couple different kinds of minus 60 weaknesses, and covering them, while I was frantically trying to pull my own purge cards, my own counters. And then, you know, countered the main thing that I was trying to set up. And that, you know, ticked me off. It's like, yeah, I was winning, but it wasn't a fun way to win. You know, it's like, I wasn't having fun in those matches. It's like, so if we get to a point where even when I'm winning, it's not fun, like, where do we go from there? What is the point in playing? And, yeah, I mean, this has been a thing that's continued for a while. I've periodically made these 25 games videos where I've just played 25 games on a certain school and just uploaded it and just like to show y'all what goes on. And with the most recent one that I did with my ice games back on the 3rd, like, going through that and getting, I think it was something crazy like 10 fires and 9 storms, and like most of the storms were weaved in fire as well. So it's like, as an ice, my main thing is shields, and I couldn't use shields in well over half of the games that I was playing. So it's just, I don't know. I could say the game's not fun in a million different languages, but it just isn't. And it's like, for some schools it's more fun than others, but I just don't have fun playing PvP. And as I've been, you know, talking about for well over a month at this point, I was going to quit on the 31st of January. That was going to be my last PvP video, and that day has come and gone. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of, PvP is over, I guess, for the channel. And there are some other creators who do PvP that I would recommend following. Potato Monkey does balanced PvP. She comes up with some pretty good strats. And then we have Mr. Bobcat does like Fire and Storm. I've seen him do a bunch. And you know, there's a bunch of PvP creators out there that y'all can absolutely follow. And you know, I support them. I support, you know, the videos that they're making. And yeah, I mean, overall, it's like, if y'all are still trying to get your fix, there's other people that do it. It's just not me anymore. Like, yeah. And back to something that I was starting to say at the beginning. I was talking about how, you know, I'm not really sure where to go from here with the channel, because PvP was the main focus for the longest time. And now that it's not, it's like, what do I have left? It's like, y'all have undoubtedly noticed by now, like, I have missed uploads. It's like I uploaded daily every single day through 2024. 366 days in a row, I uploaded at noon Central Standard Time every single time. And I mean, it was really great. It was a great experience, and I love doing it. But I kind of did everything that I wanted to do, and there were a few times where I reused content that I had done before. It's like, I've got a couple videos where I have ranked every school in PvE, and then probably like 5 or 6 where I ranked every school in PvP, and I may still do those depending on, you know, if I want to, how the meta looks, that type of deal, if there's been any significant shifts. Maybe after the spring update could be the next one. But the main thing that I'm sort of trying to talk about here is, like, now that I've quit PvP, and like there are, I mean, I don't, like, there's been less interest in the PvP videos, especially these like last 6-ish months. But it's like, now that they're done, it's like, what do? Like, what content would y'all want to see from me that I haven't already done? It's like, I could make updated guides for stuff, but I'm also just not really on Wiz that much. I'll say that I've got a life now, as it were. So I don't know. I guess that's just sort of how things are going with me. And it's like, if I'm not on the game 24/7, how am I going to upload super frequently? It's like my good buddy Firestarter. He shoots for weekly, and that has allowed him to really gain a lot of subscribers. People, it's like he didn't burn himself out like I did, and his channel's got a lot of longevity for that reason. And it's like the daily uploads for me, it's like that really did help me grow, but it's like sort of burning out. And now that I don't really have any ideas for content that's not PvP, and PvP is also done on the channel, it's like, where do we go from here? It's like all that I've got is the budget walkthrough, and then I've got another new series idea that I am planning to start on Monday in the absence of PvP. But I just don't, it's like, what do y'all want to see me do at this point? Because it's like, if I'm not doing PvP, then I've got to do something else to keep the channel alive, and I'd like to keep the channel alive and going for, I guess, as long as I can. But I mean, it's really all up to y'all. It's like, what do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to see more of? It's like I'll kind of do just sort of whatever at this point. Like, another series that I've had an idea to do was doing every single side quest in the game, but that's more of like a live stream kind of deal, as opposed to like recording it and posting it, because it's kind of like the budget walkthrough. I do like 2, 3, 4 hour streams and then edit them down to maybe 1 hour or less for videos. So I don't know. It's up to y'all, and I really want to hear what y'all think, what y'all want to see. And I mean, that would just be really great. It's like, you know, if I'm low on ideas, I want to know what I want to, rather I want to know what I would want to put out. I don't know if that sentence made any sense, but it might as well ask my viewers directly what they want to see, me do, that type of thing. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of that. I've actually got a few more minutes to fill, but I think I might just speed up the match that you're watching. So, but yeah, bottom line is, PvP is done on the channel. I am honestly open to maybe like streaming it over on Twitch sporadically, I guess. It's like the main thing with that is just I would need both the motivation and the time, and those two don't usually overlap. Like, I don't have time right now, but I don't know, new season, maybe I would want to try and get some rank. I don't know, but it really doesn't matter too much to me if I'm not having fun with it. But yeah, it's like I would need the motivation to play the game, and y'all know that's at an all-time low, and the time to play the game, which is also at an all-time low. So I don't know, I guess we'll see. But for the time being, I want to thank y'all for watching and sticking with me, sticking through it this whole time, mid-October 23 to January of 25. Long time to be doing PvP, but yeah. With that being said, thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. And in those 50 comments, let me know what you want to see in terms of content on the channel from here forward. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more. And I will see y'all later.